My life is a comedy. Better than a tragedy though. I'm nervous. It's fine. It'll look great. I'll be dead, but it'll look great. I'm tired. I've been through a lot. Welcome back, one and all. How are we doing? I am doing marginally well, I would say. What we are preparing for as we speak is my son's christening or baptism. We are putting outfits together. We are making a christening cake, which is causing some stress. We also might need to get some alterations done because I don't know if the outfit that I had planned will fit me whilst recovering from having said baby. And we're doing this all on a time budget and financial budget as well. But I'm applauding myself because I've actually got myself ahead of the game just a few days early, so if any problems crop up, I can hopefully resolve them before the baptism. Did I mention as well that it's Easter? We're in Easter, the Easter period, so we're prepping for that as well. And it's just an overload of fun around here. And you're probably wondering, girl, why? Why are you making the cake? By tradition, I have made all the children's christening cakes. I will insert some pictures here. I don't have a picture of my very first ones though, which makes me sad. Oh, maybe it's in a photo album. Anyway, I just love doing this to myself. The thing you need to know about me is I love to add additional stress to already stressful situations. It's a compulsion. I should be a screenwriter. Like, how can I make a drama even more dramatic? I need to find a new addiction. Anyway, let's raid the kids' closet, get some outfits together, and we also need to inspect the christening gown. So I've just raided through the kids' cupboards and at least found them some christening appropriate outfits to wear. I would have loved for them to be all coordinated in navy and khaki, but it's fine. My compulsion to match, we will let that go, but they will all look very smart and cute, I'm sure. So now that the kids' outfits are out of the way, that just leaves my outfit to go and my husband's, but that's his problem to deal with. And now we're going to do our second layer of buttercream on the cake. I've already prepped this ahead of time, so we have it crumb coated in the fridge as we speak. This will be a fondant cake, and fondant by tradition has never gone well for me. It cracks, it breaks, it's stressful, and I'm just praying it'll be fine. I'm sure if I pray hard enough, nothing will go wrong. Just got to keep telling myself that. Like Padre Pio says, pray, hope, and don't worry. I mean, what a line to be remembered for. Padre Pio is a saint, by the way. In fact, maybe I should pray to him. Also, don't mind my current paleness. I have deliberately scrubbed off my fake tan so I can apply a new layer before christening day. So that'll hopefully be nice and fresh. Also, hair has got its hair growth serum in and it's all kind of grubby and dirty, ready for the hair wash on the actual day. And let's pray that I have time for that. And this is basically all part of the baptism prep and what we are prepping for the week ahead, which is further cake baking, stress, and celebrations. The three things I love the most. Stress and celebrations seem to go hand in hand, don't you think? Especially when you're a mother. Let me know that I'm not alone in this. What was that? I do need to make sure that the little one has, something to wear. This is not it. I'm assuming this might be the christening gown. Oh, it is. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the lace detail. That is stunning. He will look so beautiful in this. Look at the lace detail and the paneling. The only thing bothering me is this yellow stain at the top. I'm not sure if I should give this just a really quick gentle wash with some nappy sand just to get it back to its original self. It is. No, there isn't anything that's. You just have to bear with it.
No, I'm already itching everywhere on
It's like labor. You just have to bear the pain and the suffering until it passes. See, this is why men will never get it. It's the evening and we're ready to buttercream. I had to take a little cat nap while the opportunity presented itself, and I did shut my eyes barely, like fluttering is what I remember. That's the air fryer. So we are going to apply some buttercream to the christening cake so it can sit overnight and kind of dry out and crust a little bit before we apply fondant. So we're having a very simple dinner. I'm so glad my husband is on board with the girl dinner, aka pour dinner. Anything that's left over in the freezer, in the pantry, we are making meals out of. Tonight it is some pork gyoza and this tofu skin with black sesame, which I've never tried before. I tried to make the lace that's meant to go with the gyoza, but I kind of failed. I think the recipe was a bit botched. Blame the recipe, not the person making it. These are the tofu skins that I used. I've never tried these before, but I'm hopeful that there'll be a bit of added protein to our very humble meal tonight. These soybean sesame rolls, you just dip them for 3 seconds in water and then I just pan fried them with the gyoza. I will report whether this was a success. Okay, had to run out and get these guides so we get the fondant all the same thickness. In the meantime, check out this knife. Isn't this incredible?
That's the big one.
Okay, so we are back home looking like this in my Kmart slippers and no bra because I've just finished expressing life of a mother baker. We're going to ignore the state of me and focus on the cake. So I rushed out the spotlight to get a few things. Just a bit of extra fondant because I'm not sure if I'll have enough to cover the cake, but hopefully this is enough. Using these thickness guides, I've used chopsticks before, which is rather amateur, but basically you pop them on either side of your rolling pin to make sure that your fondant stays of an even thickness. I just need to decide whether I'm going to do the 4 to 5 millimeter or the 3 millimeter. And as you can see, peeking through here, I found the shoes that I made by hand with gum paste or modeling paste, as they might say in the States, for my second son's christening cake, still in impeccable condition. They've lost some of the beads, but instead of buying a brand new cake topper, I thought, why not use something borrowed? This is pre-glow up day, so that's why I look so fabulous. Right now, I'm just marinating in some fake tan. I have cleaned my pastry mat. This has to be absolutely spotless because any little bits of dust will end up in the white fondant icing, and this is actually the most stressful step. The last time I did fondant icing, it didn't work out well for me, but hopefully I have nailed my prep so there'll be no cracking, no disasters. We're just praying to the fondant gods right now. We're doing a lot of praying this vlog, I've noticed. Okay, I'm ready to roll the fondant. I feel like I've been holding my breath for 2 days straight because this is the most stressful part of the operation because I've got this wrong quite a few times in my life, but hopefully today is the day that it all goes swimmingly. Let's just do it. I've been procrastinating. If you want to see a shorter version of how I made this cake or more detail, check out my short that I will link up above. Otherwise, enjoy the show because it will be a show.
Fondant or what?
Cornstarch.
Oh, cornstarch. What on earth is that?
Well, it stops it from sticking.
Ah.
Rolling it.
Oh, you're gonna roll it? Are you gonna still use that fondant? Are you still gonna use this fondant?
No. I don't think I'm going to need it. On your own computer if you want.
Can I? Well, my computer's gonna die, so I can't.
Now we're going to get our, goodness me, it's getting messy. The boys are filming their own documentary on the process. As you can see, the cake is already all over me. And I think I put too much fondant, but that's okay.
But no, more but.
See, more butts. Oh my goodness. This is not a documentary about your bum.
Yeah, guys.
About your bum.
Like, just like I said, we break our bums into juice boxes.
Yes, we do. I sound puffed out. That's because I am. Oh my gosh, my heart is...
So what are the big mistakes you can make?
Oh, that's what you got. Mom, I didn't know you go get that. I didn't know you go get that before. Why you whipped it?
In your video.
Why you whipped it? Mine's a bit too big for the cake.
That's alright, so what you do with the excess is you trim it off. Yeah.
You can put it on here and then into the china.
We juice with cheesels.
I'm just getting a emotional support snack.
With
What is that one?
We're also currently in the midst of making
cheesels.
a phrase book for one of my sons because he comes up with the most random
Mom,
sayings that I think it deserves its own phrase book dictionary. But number one,
Honk your bum! Okay.
like honk your bum. Number one was, what was number one?
It was we need to break our bum into juice boxes.
We need to break our bums into juice boxes. And that's exactly what we did this afternoon. Next step, we're going to use this pearl royal icing. Never used it before, but I thought I'd do little crosses around the sides of the cake and then just top it with the shoes. And maybe my little one's name as well. Let's see. Oh really? I'll get you the whiteboard. Sometimes in life, you've just got to do crazy things. This is a garment steamer, but am I steaming my son's christening gown? No, I am not. I'm steaming a cake because apparently if you steam the fondant, you can get rid of any fingerprints or cornstarch marks that you've left. I'm afraid for myself. Now, I'm not sure if you can see, there are some cornstarch stains on the top, so I'm attempting to get rid of those. Otherwise, there's not many faults. I've just popped on my little torchlight so you could hopefully see it better. Gosh, you can see the imperfections. See, it's all about the lighting, guys. It's all about the lighting. This is why this is the front of the cake, the pretty side. So let's see if this steaming actually makes a difference. In the meantime, you are doing an amazing job. Well done. This is my 4-year-old. He's just demonstrated some curiosity for numbers, so I pulled out an old little wipeable whiteboard mat.
Because I don't know my numbers.
So this is a good way to learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, you know those days you feel like you're winning as a mum? This is one of those days. Ah, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
Just a light mist. I wonder if that worked. Better turn the lights on. I think that made a little bit of difference. Might as well steam my son's christening gown while I'm here because this is what this device is meant to be for. The stains came out perfectly in the wash, I must say. Turned out perfect. It's so sweet. Now I want to wear a christening gown. Okay, we've changed locations. I'm just attempting to make the royal icing with the pearl royal icing mix. Recipe called for about 1 to 2 teaspoons of water. I put 1 to 2 tablespoons. So it's a bit liquidy, but it looks fantastic. And lucky I did a test pipe on a water bottle here because as you can see, dripping down the sides. So one perk though, it does taste amazing. So I'm just going to add a considerable amount more of powder. It can stiffen up a little bit so we can actually pipe it. This like Tinkerbell's dust, it just poofs everywhere. But I must say it has a wonderful scent of vanilla, like birthday cake vanilla. Alright, that's a lot more marshmallowy, but still like, I don't know if it's going to hold. Yeah, the consistency in this icing just ain't it. So we're going with plan B. I'm actually just going to adhere little pearls to the outside. This will take me forever, but the son only gets christened once and he's having a nap. So let's hope he naps long enough that I can actually get this done. It's fine, it'll look great. I'll be dead, but it'll look great. He was doing his numbers and he was drawing a picture of a car park and the African flag. He did. Time to get on the shoes. finished. I think I'm finished. We're finished. Look at that. Look. Look at this baby. She's gorgeous.
I can wear these shoes, right, Mum?
I don't think he can wear these shoes, but
I can, would it be?
I'm just so glad that it's over and she's polished up. All right. Goodbye until tomorrow. Okay, everyone, it is go time. It is christening day. The baby of the hour is having a nice little nap, which has allowed me too many messages to wash and pin curl my hair, which I don't think I've done for a year. So the fact that it is 10 a.m, baptism is at 12, and we are here at 10 a.m. doing our makeup, we are advanced, we are on time. I don't want to say that too loud because I might jinx myself and the tables might flip. I'm very happy with my nighttime skin prep. I've actually been using these samples that my mum gave me. She got a little freebie from the chemist, and I've been using them once a week when I do my everything detoxing skin masking routine. And these two products, I swear, just give me the best glow the day after using them. It's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum and the Estee Lauder Youth Power Cream. I've had samples of the serum before and have always loved the way my skin looked upon using it. And once a week I actually give my skin an extra boost of penetration with this little device. This well-loved Dermaflash device. It is constantly running out of battery, breaking down, but somehow I managed to revive it. It uses positive and negative electrons to push product deeper into the skin, and on the opposing side, declog your pores and extract things out of your skin. So kind of like an import-export system. I pop this serum on and then use the probably positive charge to make the product sink into the deeper layers of dermis within the skin. I believe, is it the epidermis? I need to brush up on my terms. Anyway, hero products, if you have an event the day after or you just want amazing skin, I would actually go on to buy a full-sized product of these. Amazing combo. Now I'm aware that my child might wake up at any given moment, so I'm going to pop on some SPF, this Mecca Cosmetica one, amazing under makeup. A lot of artists actually don't recommend SPF under makeup, but I have a guilt complex and I hate walking out of the house without any SPF, and this one is just amazing under makeup. It's very hydrating, very light, has a slight tint, but I've never had any issues with my makeup peeling or sliding or not lasting whenever I've popped this on. So of all the times to lose, my memory card was full on this camera, and then I had to create an account, which I didn't realize I needed for an app to access this camera on my phone. Anyway, I've just wasted 10 minutes. Not wasted, it's set up now, but something I didn't need to do on my son's christening day. Now, primer, Laura Mercier Pure Canvas. This stuff is sticky, not to mention it is blurring, and it just makes your makeup last all day. And I just pat this in to any T-zone oily spots. Doesn't need to go everywhere, and you don't need much of it. A little bit of Hollywood filter, because why not? And also don't like to use much of this either because it is a little bit too glowy and we don't want to look like, where was I? Battery died, of course. Just a little bit will do because I don't want to look like an astronaut in a hazmat suit on the moon. As you can see, this just adds this nice little glow. I try not to put this on the lower parts of my face, such as the jowls, because then it just emphasizes that area more, and we kind of want to give the illusion of a narrower jawline, so we don't want to highlight that. I feel like is my screen a bit dirty? Most likely from all the cornstarch flying everywhere yesterday. Foundation, very well loved, Alice Fast. We'll need to repurchase soon, I think. This is in the shade S13CY. I love how they specify if this has yellow undertones or pinks or greens. Very clever foundation. They have a limited range, but it suits most skin tones. Not enough press about this foundation. It is amazing for day or night because the coverage is wonderful, but still natural, and its longevity is incredible. The look for today is sort of natural Christian mother, so don't want to be too overdone, just kind of understated, glowy skin, that kind of vibe. We always always color correct first, then conceal, and I realize I'm doing my makeup in the dark. I have no idea what I'm looking like right now. I saw this little hack from an influencer and she suggested popping the concealer in like a triangular shape from the inner eye down the nose to shape the nose, because that is an area that I have a lot of trouble doing. So sometimes I just don't do it. I just feel like I make my nose just not even look like my nose anymore. But I've been using this technique for the very few makeup applications I've been able to do this year, and it's been working for me. I immediately powder any concealer just to set it down, and I don't use too much powder, otherwise it will look a bit too matte, and we want to give healthy skin. Since I put so much time into it, I'd really like that to be the main feature here. Okay, just need to blush, bronze, and steam. That's right, we're steaming clothes. I swear my brows, especially here, as I've gotten older, are just disappearing by the day. The rest of the brow grows completely fine. This is the area underneath that I mainly pluck. I never pluck on top. Also have only ever had my eyebrows professionally done once in my life, and once was enough, people, because trusting someone with your face shape, because the brows frame the entire face, that is a deep level of trust. You have to be within that circle of trust, as Robert De Niro would say. Have been using like a growth serum, which has helped with maintaining the thickness of my brow, but still have been experiencing just a bit of permanent, maybe baldness in the front of my brows. This is the juiciest of the juiciest highlighters. This product will probably last you, I don't know, 20 years. You don't need much, but it just adds this wonderful natural sweaty glow, which for the days that you want it to give natural skin is the best. I'm always doing the same eye, which is basically bronzer, but today I thought I'd use my Chantecaille palette. This was from their Meadow collection. I think I'll just do a little bit of a matte brown base with the gold inner corner. Set that down. Oh, my eyes. Got a new fan for the Year of the Dragon. Oh, sorry, Year of the Snake. Setting spray not only makes makeup stay all day, I use the Urban Decay all-nighter, but also brings the face back to its natural skin-like state. So I feel like we have achieved our objective today, so we're winning on some accounts. I don't know what to do for my lip. I'll probably just do my favourite lipstick, because why not? It's the Chantecaille, a lipstick, again a limited edition from their Meadow collection. And what lip liner? Or Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. Nothing too contrasty. Ooh, it's a little bright, isn't it? It's okay, we'll adjust. Just reapplying a little bit of powder underneath the eye before I mascara, because every time I've popped on mascara I have been sticking myself in the eye. So going for a very light coating, and I'm not going to overdo it. Very light, fluttery lash. Nothing to see here, folks. I've actually been using some growth serum for the first time on my lashes and eyebrows. I used to use just pure castor oil, but I found a growth serum from Hairburst, which do my hair vita gummies, and I feel like it has definitely worked for thickening and lengthening my lashes over the last month or so. I can't believe we did that, and it's, oh my gosh, it's 10:40. All right, let's start steaming some clothes while we have time. This steamer from Aldi has never failed me. It even surpassed the heavy duty stand steamer that my uncle had to steam my wedding dress about 6 years ago. Can't recommend this baby enough. Look at the state of this shirt before, and this is the after. Not perfect, but pretty damn good for a linen shirt. And 5 minutes to spare. And it's a newborn. Bonus points. I actually bought this Reformation set on sale, last one in stock, whilst I was pregnant, in the event of said christening baptism. So haven't worn it yet. I tried it on for the first time last night, and it desperately needs some alterations, so I might have to accessorize with a belt. It's a little bit on the floaty side, but that's fine. It's giving mother, it's giving holy, and matching sets are your best friend when you have little time, a disorganized wardrobe, and an event to get to. So this is the fit. I'm feeling like I'm embracing my 1950s feminine right now, but as you can see, this would be much better with a little bit of tailoring. So my secret weapon, this adjustable waist belt from Amazon. My favorite part about this belt is that you can click it into place. And yes, a complete dupe for the very expensive, I'm sure, Hermes belt. Anyway, what's great is that at the back you can basically adjust it to any width that you require. So whether you're a little bit bloated, you're preggers, you want to belt it around a coat or a sweater, this belt has you covered. And since we are injecting brown, we're going to go for a little brown gold shoe. I thought the brown was the closest match for the belt. I can see the look coming together. Final bits are just some earrings, maybe a cross for a necklace, a little bracelet, and I think that we are done. Got this very special rosary necklace that my mum gifted me after the birth of my son, who's getting baptized today, from Alani. It is just the most delicate, beautiful necklace I've ever seen. I'm so grateful that this necklace actually does up at the front. That's it. We're done. We are accessorized. Oh, I've just got to pop on a bracelet, but I'm actually going to have to forcefully wake up the baby now. He's sleeping for the first time in weeks because we've just recovered from the flu. I'm gonna have to quickly just pop him on the boob, give him a quick feed, a bottle, and get him dressed and out of here. And I will see you all later. Thanks for coming along for this Get Ready with me. If you have any major social events coming up, hopefully this little style and makeup sesh has given you a little bit of inspo. I will link whatever products I can down below. Hello baby, I'm sorry I had to wake you up, darling. It's your christening day. Got a lovely bib and a cardigan for afters and a little outfit so he's more comfortable. I love the shoes and the outfit.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You look so handsome, so lucky. Oh, stunning. Oh, thank you so much, Mum. That's beautiful.
You pooped everywhere. You did during the baptism, and then they couldn't find your name. You weren't even meant to be baptized today. How we got you baptized? Look at you now. Comfortable? Yeah? Yes, that's what I think of the entire thing. Where are you going? Come back!
Oh, what everyone looks forward to.
I know, straight into the night.
Into the PJs and
Onto the breast.
some bomba cheddar. Sugared almonds. My favourite. Oh, they did a fabulous job.
Yeah, stand up and you can take these off.
We have some more to unpack, everyone.
No? Stand up and...
The most memorable christening ever. I'll explain a little later, but memorable. The joke was on us. We really just got lit up. Unless you've been living under a rock and haven't watched Suits yet, I highly recommend you go out and get the series. This sums up exactly how it went down today. I never knew baptisms could be so eventful. This was by far the most memorable christening I've either attended or been a part of in my life. It all began when, after I left you, before we were getting ready to leave the house with 10 minutes to spare to the church. It was 5 minutes to, and my husband calls out to me, "Did you sit on Vegemite toast?" Excuse me? We were feeding the baby on my son's bed, and my husband found a piece of Vegemite toast. And he goes, "Did you sit on it?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Check me out." So I did a spin, and luckily, on my all-white outfit, there was not one Vegemite stain. For those of you who don't know what Vegemite is, it's a yeast-based spread which is black and can look like feces, I guess, when you scrape it on toast. It's not everyone's taste. It's not to everyone's taste, but my middle child loves Vegemite. Anyway, he left a piece of toast in bed this morning, which never happens, but today it did. And I said, well, I better check you out. So my husband stood up, and yes, there were Vegemite stains all down the back of his trousers, which he had just picked out to wear because it went with his shoes. And yeah, so anyway, we did a last minute change. We got to the church when the baptisms were about to start. I get in, families are all there, families are gathered, And my sister-in-law says to me, "You're not on the list." I said, "What?" She goes, "Your mum's sorting it out now, but apparently your son is not on the list to get baptized today. There were 5 other families there today. We were the 6th. I said, "You've got to be kidding me. The priest called me personally," which he did, met with the priest. He had no recollection of calling me my number. How did he even get it unless I gave him the paperwork? No recollection of calling my number. I actually thought he might have turned us away, but we stayed. We were a few minutes into the ceremony, and out of nowhere my husband starts saying under his breath to our baby, "Don't poo, don't do poopies." Next minute, it happens. You know, it just happened. We left the baby bag in the car because who knew? He'd just been fed, he'd just been changed. Why would we need the baby bag? But we needed the baby bag. And we needed it in a damn hurry because the priest was coming around to do his blessings. My husband ran to the car, got the baby bag. My cousin was giving my husband updates on what was going on because he couldn't see because he was on the floor, on the carpet, under a church pew, changing our son, which had apparently also decided to grab his nappy as my husband was trying to change him. He had poo. Poo on the jumpsuit underneath his christening gown. The priest came. There was no baby there. I said, "Uno momento, por favor, padre." My husband presented him with the child. It was just a little blessing before the main event, before the pouring of the water in the head and so forth. Anyway, presented the child with no christening gown on, but he had this little jumpsuit on. My husband then sat down and showed me the damage that was done to the jumpsuit, which was poo, so we had to take it off while we were sitting there before the next round of blessings happened and just pop the christening gown on. In the meantime, my husband discovers that the poop had also gotten onto his trousers, so thank God that my husband had the foresight to keep that little jumpsuit on underneath the gown, because if he didn't, there would have been poo all over the gown as well. Anyway, by this stage, I am sweating. I need a drink. Thank God my other cousin was sitting behind me. He's witnessing the whole thing, having a wonderful time. When my baby decided to defecate, it was just after the priest had given him the first blessing. And my cousin made a joke saying, "Well, he's all cleansed from his demons now." And yeah, he was right. There were a lot of demons cleansed today. It all ended well. My child was baptized. It was a sweaty, horrendous mess. I told the priest how much I was perspiring sitting in that pew and what had happened because the priest wasn't quite aware about what the situation was and why the baby wasn't there when he was needing to be there. And I told him about the poop and the poop going on the jumpsuit and on the... Anyway, the priest actually thought that was rather funny and we made amends in the end. It all ended well. I mean, my uncle, you know, consoled me. He said, you know, look, the priest has had a big week. The Pope's just died, rest his soul. You know, it's been Holy Week, it's been Easter, there's a lot going on. Of course he didn't remember calling you about booking in the baptism and that it was in the books. The church secretary was away, she's been away for a month, she's coming back, we'll sort everything when she gets back. Who knew how dependent priests were on their secretaries and that priests even had secretaries? I mean, I feel like I also need my own admin secretary the way my life needs to be run at the moment and no delegates to delegate things to. Anyway, I needed a drink. I needed a drink like yesterday by the time that was over, and we made it to our local pizza restaurant and I had a good, honest, cheap crap beer, and it was the best thing in one of the cold frosted glass. Oh, brilliant. Me and my nonna chatted the entire time. We chatted about Cairo. We have an Egyptian heritage story and how it linked to actually a series that me and my husband are watching at the moment, which is called Rogue's Heroes, and it's a British made series about the war happening in Cairo in 1941, which my nonna and nonno actually lived through. And the stories, guys, she was a child at the time, but her father was taken prisoner of war, and we were just chatting about what happened. And he was a prisoner of war for 3.5 years, and he escaped disguised as an Arab. You know, they were Italians living in Egypt at the time. I had a great time. I unwound. The cake, everyone loved it. It was delicious. I had salt and pepper calamari. It ended up being a very special, memorable day. But my goodness gracious, I feel like I've lived 2 years in today. Anyway, I thought we might end this segment of the vlog because I'm not sure how long this is by the time I've even spoken about this story, but with a little christening haul. I've never done one of these, so why not make some brand new content? Put some new content out into the YouTube world and see if maybe this might become a thing. A christening haul. Baby Bible stunning, gorgeous. Oh, and I just hit myself in the face. I'm so tired. It was a easy dinner tonight, folks. Bacon and eggs. I was protein loading like I've just had a baby. You know, after you've been in labor, you've just burnt through so much energy. That's how I felt when I got home. I felt like, even though I'd just eaten, that I needed another meal. So eggs and bacon just felt just right. Anyway, really simple pictures. Oh, there's a naked woman here. Oh, it's Adam and Eve. Oh, okay, it's quite graphic for a baby Bible. All right, anyway, moving forward. A baby bath book, which will be great to distract my son while he's in the bath because he's getting rather splashy at the moment. This cute little sheep set in the pale blue that my auntie gave my son, sorry. This jacket with the fluffy hood. Peter Rabbit plate. My son is starting to get into solids, so this will be helpful. Peter Rabbit feeding set. An Australian animal onesie with the emus and the echidnas and the matching bib. And this is the most adorable knitted blue matching set. I'm so jealous. I feel like I now need a knitted blue matching set. We've got a fresh copy of Dear Zoo because I believe our old one has half of the flipping bits ripped off. Some new little shoes. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about my baby walking yet, but once he does, he's got some little shoes to wear, which is gorgeous. And then my nonna and auntie went to so much trouble and made bomboniere, which is a traditional token or memory of an event. So like weddings, baptisms, you give out sugared almonds in a cute little package. They even delivered it in this lovely box. This is kind of what it looks like, and this is how it looks at the back. So just the sugared almonds in there with a little note and the date and just a little memory for the day. But that is the extent of the christening haul and of today, because I am not firing on all cylinders. I'm tired. I've been through a lot and I need to go tend to my baby now because he's getting cranky again. But I will leave anything, including this mug, if you're interested, link down below. Today was truly a comedy. The whole thing was a comedy. My life is a comedy. Better than a tragedy though. You want to know what I'm having for breakfast this morning? It's Vegemite toast. The toast that traumatized us yesterday. I just love reliving a moment, you know? In my delirium state last night, because I was seriously finished. There was nothing left between the ears. Easter. I forgot about Easter. I mentioned it at the beginning of the vlog, and yes, Easter. We're amongst Easter, and we're going to do some things. We're going to do our family thing, which is very special. I look forward to our family Easter every year. And I, being in my cake era, I guess in my baking era, I'm back to maybe avoiding what I'm meant to be doing and baking instead. We're going to bake another cake, but I may not go through the entire process with you. I might just insert the short because I intend to make a short about the making of this cake. I'm in no condition to be making cakes right now with a newborn plus 3 kids, but it's amazing where a $3 cake mold moment from Kmart can take you. This cake could not have been simpler. One of those melt and mix moments. Bunny also demolded perfectly. She broke out a little on her forehead, unfortunately, but that's okay. We all have those days. But we can cover her up with some chocolate cheesecake filling and give her a little facelift with some buttercream. Took my first ever shortcut and used a pre-mixed meringue base because of the egg crisis the world seems to be having, so this saved a bunch of eggs and money. Whilst that whipped away, I decided on colours and nozzles. The consistency on the buttercream was a 10 out of 10, by the way. Stable, bright and workable. Then to mixing the colours, which is an extremely stressful process. I still remember the sweat, but it's half the battle won. Little tip, use a toothpick when adding your gel colour, as this gives you more control, or the illusion of. We went for a little pastel moment with yellows, pinks, lilacs and greens. Piping was actually the fun part. I really let the stress go here and just got creative. I was going for a layered undone pastel Easter garden, and I would say I delivered. I used a combination of open star and closed star tips and a leaf nozzle for the greenery. my 4-year-old also assisted me for the garnishes that I found in the supermarket, like these speckled eggs, flowers, and carrots. I'm obsessed with the pastel sprinkles. I would like a dress made out of these, please. And there you have it, a cake that I didn't think would happen, but sometimes you just need a stressful project to add to your stressful life to balance the stress, if you know what I mean. Not to mention winner's cake not being the cheapest therapy escape for anyone making or eating one. Just finishing off my makeup, I wanted to go for a minimal makeup look because that is technically all we have time for before we get into Easter. But when it comes to completing a makeup look, unfortunately you can't cheat the system. There are no quick fixes, and I start with the purest of intentions that I'm just going to go minimal, daytime, girly, and then we end up here with a full face of glam. I've gone for a super pink blush to match my eyes. I've popped blush on my eyelids as well, and I actually really love pink for the Easter season. I don't know why, but Easter just screams cute pink bunny. Unfortunately, I don't feel like I'm presenting like a cute pink bunny right now. As you might have seen from the previous clips, the cake is done. It nearly ended me, but the sign of a really good cake decorating session is the amount of stress. I measure the success of the cake with the amount of stress that I'm experiencing, and I suffered a severe amount of stress making this bunny cake, but it was well worth it because the final result, I feel like it could be one of the best cakes well, look, to be fair, I have made quite a stunning cake in my time. They've all been flukes, by the way. But yes, for the amount of stress that I experienced for making this cake with a newborn and 3 other children at this point in our lives, I would say it is the measure of stress was high, and therefore the result of the cake was also high. We are beginning our Easter morning with a lovely Easter breakfast, which we still need to get together. And we're going to do some cute little Easter activities with the children. It truly is one of my favorite times of the year. It's just a lot more low-key than Christmas, and we actually get to enjoy things together as a family unit without the distraction of other people. So we will start the morning off with some waffle pancake situation, some marshmallows on the table, some cute Easter craft activities. Then I have got a roast lamb that is sitting in the oven, which needs basting every hour. It takes about 5 and a bit hours to cook because it's a lamb shoulder. I do this as a once-a-year Easter treat. I would love to have lamb shoulder more, but time is money and I don't have either. Then we will continue the rest of the Easter festivities with a trip to my mother-in-law's, and I will bring and present said bunny cake. And then we're going to end our Easter extravaganza with a trip to Nonna's, and hopefully that will be the most chilled, low-key, relaxing part of this whole Easter. I see my Nonna weekly and I just love going there. There's nothing like Nonna's unconditional love to just make you feel special and settled and loved, like a warm hug. So really looking forward to that part of our Easter weekend, which I think will round out this huge, humongous christening Easter stressful situation that, you know, I've actually put upon myself. But I just feel that an event is just not special without stress, as in putting in the effort, not taking any shortcuts, doing things from scratch. I feel that if I weren't to experience that kind of agony, then the event just wouldn't be worth it. I just feel anything that is worth it demands work, time, effort, and it just doesn't hit the same when no effort has been put in. So I justify every move that I make. I just want my family to experience just the most special of special things. So we don't take any shortcuts on that. One saying that I'm really living by right now is, why just show up when you can make an entrance? And I just love to maximize every celebratory occasion. Do tell me in the comments if you agree or disagree with my methods. Because after the stress that I have experienced, we need a bit of fun to counterbalance all the stress. Or in my case, experiencing more stress to, you know, counter the stress that I've already stressed out about. Oh, Opal, you continue to impress us with your dialogue. Stunning, intellectual, on point, absolutely useless.
Easter plate for breakfast. Right, so you've got that bunny. Yeah, I'll help you. That bunny. that bunny. Okay, you put it on the kitchen bench. And we've got this last bunny here.
I'll take this one.
You'll take that one. Okay, beautiful. All waffle accessories laid out. Golden Gaytime crushed Easter egg, speckled eggs, pastel marshmallows, and Easter jelly beans. Here you go, baby. Happy Easter. Just basting the Easter lamb. You have no idea what hardship was involved in getting this in the oven, but it's okay. We have 5 hours to go, and now it basically just cooks itself. You want that one? Tell you what, the designers this year are offering some serious competition. I think we should all acknowledge last year's contribution, and I think we can do a bit better this year. Mine still looks cute though.
Dad.
Looks so good. And oh, look at the back of yours. Show me the eyes. Oh,
Right here.
stunning. Marmy finished. I'm kind of low-key obsessed with her. Good job. Well done. We are on our way to our first of many Easter celebrations this year, and I just thought I would share the creation that I made because I didn't realize that I needed to make this cake. It did a lot more for me mentally than I think I realized, but this is my first cake, my first proper cake of 2025, apart from my husband's birthday cake, but I would say this is a bit more polished than my first attempt. But let me flip you around and show you. And this creation is now just inspired for me to continue baking well into the year because we have a few major celebrations coming up, so there might be a few more bakes to come. Just thought I would share with you what we are up to today, what I have made, and just to get affirmation, basically, just needing the affirmation. So somebody give me a nice comment about how nice the cake looks, please, in the comments. That would be great. If you want to see the whole process of how I made this cake, I have made a short especially dedicated to this creation, and I will link it up above if you want to check it out. Also, the best chocolate cake recipe I have ever made, so this will be now going into my permanent repeat chocolate cake recipes. I will link that too. Yummy. We are on the final leg of our Easter weekend, and I'm finished, which is why I'm positioning myself against the light right now, because we don't want to see too much detail of the amount of tiredness I'm suffering from, because this has been quite the school holidays. We basically spent most of it recovering and experiencing a horrendous flu, and then we just jumped straight into Easter celebrations. And in the meantime, my baby, my newborn, has not fully recovered from the flu yet. He's taken the longest to recover, and he's been waking up 3 times a night. And Mommy has been really overtired, overworked, still made Easter lambs and did all the kids' activities, and I'm spent. I will watch YouTube in the middle of the night whilst breastfeeding and giving my little one a bottle, just to literally keep my eyes open. And now I'm currently subscribed to a squirrel channel about somebody watching squirrels, which is super cute, by the way. Like, I love this, but this would not be my regular content that I would engage with, but that's kind of reflective of where I'm at right now. I think I'm craving the simple life. I'm craving the life of a squirrel. Anyway, we are on our last Easter egg hunt for the year, which is kind of sad. We've lost a few soldiers along the way. There's 7 survivors left out of 14 of the original gold coins that we were using for the hunt. So that is my job at the moment. I am the hunter, and the hunties are just running around enjoying themselves while I'm stressing out trying to find all these 7 coins. Meant to be a fun experience, and yet so stressful, right? I'm a completist. I'm a perfectionist. All my little chicks will come home with me. There will be none left behind. In the meantime, I have picked myself up some pomegranates. Can we just give some love to the tree? She is very bountiful. And this is our haul from the feijoa tree. We have made quite the bounty. These are usually very expensive fruits because they're from New Zealand, but Nonna has had this tree for, gosh, more than 50 years. So we're very lucky to have these fruits. Can I have some clues, please? Some hot and colds? Just, I'm cold. Right, am I hotter? Well, tell me, come on. I'm dead. I'm warm, but I was hot over here.
No. I didn't mean to say hot.
You didn't mean to say hot. Oh, you just got my hopes up.
Warm.
Alright, I'm lifting up a car. No. I found it. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
There's still 2 more.
There's still 2 more, huh? Okay, you can take that from me.